Just long periods of boredom followed by gut-wrenching chaos. Hey, I am Chuck, the bureaucrat, and you know Major Riley. He's the analytical sort of person, and he's got a spreadsheet where he keeps track of what he's working on and how much time he's putting into it. And lately, he's been going back over these spreadsheets because his wife has a complaint. Most days, he comes in early, there's nothing on his schedule late in the day, and he tells his wife he should be done by 4. And then, every day, almost like clockwork, some kind of emergency crops up about 3:30 and then it burns until 5:30. At first, Riley kind of poo-pooed his wife's idea that there was a pattern or that he was trying to avoid her and the kids. But he's starting to sense the same pattern, and that brings him back to his spreadsheets. So he's got this little chart showing the frequency that he's working on something with General McNulty or Colonel Thompson or another AO at any given hour of the day. And the big thing he notices is how work, either for or with Colonel Thompson or General McNulty, seems to either happen early in the morning or really late in the afternoon. Sometimes the middle of the day is downright boring, and then there's a big crisis right at the end. At first, he figures, well, if I know that this is happening, I can get ahead of it. But after trying that for a while, it's not working. He finds that he just labors away on the wrong things. So one day, when Gary bounces by, Riley brings it up to him, and immediately Gary's like, "Oh, that! I call those holidays." And Riley's like, "What?" "Well, you're probably used to a situation where you come in, they give you your tasks, you work the tasks, you finish the tasks, and then you go home. I guess. And your boss probably kept an eye on your work and gave you new tasks as they came up." "Uh-huh." "It doesn't work like that here. Your bosses, Colonel Thompson, General McNulty, they're in meetings from 9 till 4. They just go from one meeting to the next, and on a good day, they get to eat lunch. While they're in those meetings, tasks keep accumulating that they want to hand off to you or work with you on, but they can't break away from the grind. When they finally do get free, it's usually late in the day, and what they do is prioritize actions. If it's a crisis, they're going to deal with it between 4 and 7, and if it's not, they'll deal with it the next morning." And Riley's like, "What am I supposed to tell my wife?" Well, there's not really a good answer to that. You're military, so they can have you sleep in here if they need to. Don't give me that look, it happens. You might work out a deal with Carter where one of you works early and one of you works late. There's no guarantee that the early guy won't still get stuck, but it can give your family a little more predictability. If you need to be free at 4, you might work something out with Colonel Thompson, but you're going to have to be really reliable to make that work. The other thing you can do is move personal activities into the middle of the day. I know a lot of guys who go to the gym when things are quiet, and then they come back to the office just as things ramp back up. In fact, some of them have informal meetings while they're at the gym. There is no perfect way to deal with this, but there are plenty of options to work it out. And if you want to understand one of the factors that's driving this for the military folks, check out this video.